I'm sorry. I'm unhinged. What are you doing? What are you doing?
And now a magic trick.
This is what we get. Hello, you beautiful creatures.
Bonjour.
We are in our nightwear. I am tired. I am exhausted. I have been a pirate all day and I want to go to bed. But that's okay. Do you know why? Because we're doing a live stream. We're also doing the competition.
So I was just going to say hello to Chris. Hi, Kyle.
Hello, buongiorno. Hello. That's Spanish, that is.
It's Italian.
That's Italian, that is.
Buongiorno.
No, that's the joke I used to do in... Anyway, it happens.
Oh, yes.
Anyway, hello, everybody. Hello. How are we all doing on this fine Saturday evening? I'm sure we're all having a whimsical day. Or not. It could be a terrible day.
In the best possible way.
In the best possible way. God, I hate myself. So, what are we doing? Well, let me tell you, you lucky people. We are going to do the competition. So we're going to do the competition for you guys. I will literally show you how many entries I've had to put in. Please ignore the site. So that is how many entries we have got in. Yeah, so there's a lot. There is in total. You guys are crazy. Hello, Kirsty. I know what you're here for, my love. You are here for the competition. It's fine. Hello, darling.
As soon as the competition's over,
as soon as the competition ends, everybody's going to scatter, and it's just going to be the regular people playing Smash or Pass, wondering where my Foxy obsession came from. So yeah, we have got.
I haven't brought Foxy down, would you?
Yeah, me too. Anyway, we move. I have got 110 entries. So first of all, a massive thank you to every single one of you who has entered. Before I do it, I just want to say, please, it's a competition. This is literally random. Like, I can't pick who wins it. I haven't got the mental capacity right now to deal with people yelling at me because I've had it all day.
Ahoy.
Ahoy, lovely. I shall remain to cause anarchy. Yes, you will, Kyle. Yes, you will. Just watch the videos you put up on Patreon. Yes, so what Chris is referring to is, for our Patreons now, we have decided that
behind the scenes content.
Behind the scenes. So whenever we do a podcast with some visual items, with guest stars as well, we are deciding that we're going to show you guys first and foremost what is in the podcast first, so you guys will get that behind the scenes footage before everybody else does. So I hope that's okay with you guys. He's really chuffed.
It's so cool.
He's so happy with that. So that is a screen used.
Screen accurate.
Screen accurate. So it's not from the mold, is it?
No.
No, but that's a screen accurate ghost face from Scream 6. So that is going to be on one of the tables. I'm so glad for Free from Harvey. Well, stop right now. Thank you very much.
I need somebody with a
he very kindly did most of them for us. However, please don't think that he did all of them for free. The Necronomicon
was a paid commission.
Was a paid commission. So our wedding guest book.
Hi, Cameron.
Hello, Cameron. So this is our guest book for our wedding guests. We paid for this. So love your sword top. Thank you very much. I love it too. It's dead comfortable. So we paid for this. More specifically, I paid for it because I was desperate for a Necronomicon. Harvey has very kindly gifted these to us. So what is going to happen is on the tables at the wedding.
For Halloween Kills fans.
Jesus. Yeah, so on the wedding tables, these are going to be our centerpieces. So that is going to be what's going to happen. I hope you don't start speaking in tongues whilst reading that, Lou. I mean, I might. One of my favorite things about this was we promptly went to my grandparents afterwards and showed them, and they were like, Oh,
Grace.
that's nice. Is it? Oh,
Your
yeah.
nan's face when she saw that.
She was like, "Are you happy with it?" And I said yes. And she was like, "Well, that's all that matters then." Why did she pull a face?
She didn't know how to react.
Well, I didn't read the room on that, did I?
So
Oh
funny.
dear. Hello, Grace. Hello, my darling. Hi, guys. Hey, guys. We excited about the Thing reunion? Yes, we are. I love the Thing so much.
It is a very good film.
Yeah, it is. However, when I meet Keith David, the most I'm going to be talking to him about is Has Been Hotel, because he is in that. So I would be in the same boat, Lou. I think my nan would bring a Bible. Oh no! Are we here?
Are we here with?
Are we here?
It's catching up. It's got a lot. There we go.
I don't like this.
There was a lot to process.
I think my nan would bring out the Bible and holy water. So this is the thing. I didn't even realise that Nan had that expression. I think I was talking to my uncle.
You were too busy talking to Carl.
Oh, well, this is going to be interesting. So whilst we've got pretty much all of you here, I'm going to do the competition. Okay? Remember, it's a bit of fun. We're all here to have fun. I have decided in my benevolence that I am going to do a separate Patreon competition for one of these t-shirts as well. Okay, but that might be next week. Okay,
we have to think about it.
Groovy. Awesome. Right, are we ready? May the best demon win.
Right, turn it around so they can see that we're not cheating.
Right,
hang on.
There we go. They literally all they can see. Yeah, there we go.
There you go. You can see the wheel of destiny.
Are we ready? Oh my gosh, this screen is awful. And the winner is ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Oh, Spooky Fan 666. Wow. Okay. Awesome.
Is that an Instagrammer?
Yes. Right then. Wow. I will be getting in touch with them promptly. So, yes, congratulations to Spooky Fan 666. That is very interesting. So, Spooky Fan does follow me on Instagram. So, yeah. That's very interesting. Awesome.
The joys of the random wheel generator.
Yeah, exactly. I literally cannot. I know him. Marcus, Aidan, if you can get in touch with Marcus and let him know that he's won, that would be rocking. But yeah, so that is the end of the competition.
For now.
So, yes. So what I'm going to do is over the next 2 weeks, I will do a Patreon exclusive. What was this for? So this was for the Yeah, But Are They Hot Though t-shirt. So they have a choice of design, whether they have Michael, Ghostface, John Carver, or Harry Warden. And then over the next 2 weeks, we will do a Patreon exclusive giveaway. So yeah, okie dokie. I won't be able to afford a t-shirt from you guys. That's why I had to do. Yeah, we know, Chris. That's okay. So that's why we're going to do a separate Patreon competition for you guys. And you know, if you win, you win. If you don't, you don't. Okay. Lovely. Awesome. Right then. So that's done now. I've got a million things going on at the same time. Oh my gosh, that's a massive weight lifted off my shoulders. Perfect. Congratulations, Spooky Fan. I know Paul would have got up to all sorts of mischief with the mask if I had won. So that's okay. Jesus Christ. Yeah. So that's the thing. So the Yeah, But Are They Hot Though t-shirts are available on Teespring. On Teespring.
I only designed the things.
Yes. So yeah, you only designed the thing, but yeah. So that is going. He's psyched. Oh, fantastic! I'm really glad. I've managed to make somebody's evening. Yeah. So that's happening. Also, for the Patreons as well, I have finally collected enough things to make a little Patreon bundle. So we're also going to be doing that as well. So kind of pays to be a Patreon. Just saying.
It's dead good, Kirsty.
Yeah, I got it in for Christmas.
I live in it.
He does live in it. I've threatened the wash. He will not get out of it.
You just have to throw me in the wash as well.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
You saw what happened to someone in a wash in a dryer in My Bloody Valentine.
Yeah, that was a moment. Also, hi, been a while. Yes, it has, Aidan. Where have you been? Tell us everything, because the last time we spoke to you, you were speaking to a lady friend. Mayhaps. Gareth, I swear, every time I come on the live, we link brains and we end up in the same moody.
Trendsetters. I will wear this to the convention.
No, you won't.
Damn it.
He's not wearing it to the conventions.
In the words of that TikToker who does the "If I Was at Hogwarts," dang it! It's from Northern Ireland.
Good.
It's from Northern Ireland.
Love that. So, tonight, we're going to be watching Five Nights at Freddy's. Very excited. Thank you very much to the Patreons for... Yeah, no, Chris, that's absolutely fine. That's okay. Okay? No worries. So, where was I going with this? Yes, the Patreons very, very, very convincingly did the whole...
They weren't threatened at all.
You weren't threatened. Just know that our Patreons are not threatened by the benevolent gods to what film we are watching.
God. Well, don't drag me into this.
God, no.
This is a 2-for-1
deal.
Drag me into this.
Jesus Christ. Right then. I went on a date with her on Monday and we may or may not have been dating, but I'll leave that to you, for you to believe what you wish. Mayhaps a love story.
Mayhaps.
I always love a bit of, romance, as it were. Yes, so we will be watching Five Nights at Freddy's tonight. We'll be talking all things, updating you guys on what we're doing, on the chats we had with Harvey. So if you guys haven't had a chance to go and listen to the podcast. So we went over to our good friend Mayhaps. Very excited. Yes, so we had a really good conversation with him, didn't we? A really good conversation. Harvey is now, hopefully, touch wood, going to be our official costume designer and prop designer.
And co-host.
So hopefully you're going to see a lot more of Harvey. We shall see. What else?
You're in talks with something quite big.
I'm in talks with something quite big, but it all depends on how many numbers we get for it. So I'm going to put the feelers out there. 1, how do we feel about Tamworth? And 2, how would people feel about getting tattoos?
I wouldn't have put it like that. I would have said, I would have opened it up with, how do we feel about a meet and greet?
And tattoos. But most importantly, tattoos. So we are potentially in talks with our first meet and greet, but it does depend massively on numbers. My tattoo artist, who is amazing, so she did the Saw tattoo for me. Well, she's done
Kirsty,
all of them.
We already know where you live.
Yes. Yeah, so the Saw tattoo she did for me. All of my tattoos she's practically done for me, bar one. She has asked if we would be up for doing a meet and greet at her tattoo studio and also having a flash sale of Loucifer specific. It's like a horror meets Loucifer flash sale of tattoos. So we're thinking about doing that. We'll see. I'm going to meet with her next month. I just need to kind of get an idea of numbers, whether people would be interested in it, whether people wouldn't be interested in it. I would also need you guys to massively spread the word, if that's okay. Just because renting out a room in the studio would be substantial. So we need to make sure that the money we're paying into it would hopefully be worth her time, our time, and your guys' time. We want to make this as, you know, the best it can be, the best experience it can be. So let us know how you're feeling about that. Kyle, me and Maddie would be there. Grace, I would die for a meet and greet. Aidan, I would meet and greet you guys and tattoos. We shall bring gifts and baked goods. Oh, brilliant. Good. We've
I imagine the day will be vlogged.
Yeah.
It'll all be vlogged. So
yeah.
There'll be extra content everywhere.
Yeah.
And also, Tamworth is the home of the Spudman.
Spudman! We could all go for jacket potatoes afterwards.
With Spudman.
With Spudman. Wouldn't that be wholesome? Wholesome content. Another thing I'm thinking about doing, and this is more of a me thing than a Gareth thing. So the Satanic Temple have brought out a children's book called Goodnight Baphomet. And I really want to do a read-along of Goodnight Baphomet to show that Loucifer is a family-friendly channel. How would people feel about me reading Goodnight Baphomet?
It'll be a cross between Doug Bradley's latest series of videos on YouTube and CBeebies.
Well, I mean, I do work in CBeebies land, so it wouldn't be that far. Do it! Okay. Wow. I really didn't take much convincing, did I? I really didn't.
Or, now here's the thing. Why don't we get in touch with Neil and Ben to see if you can do it live at For the Love of Horror?
Christ, can you imagine? Send some more letters out, and I love getting them. Don't get them very often. Yeah, so I'm working on Patreon stuff as we speak. Unfortunately, as you guys know, January is a hard month for me personally, payment wise. Financially. So with Mads and Kyle's welcome letter, I will also be sending out another little thing for you guys. So that'll be exciting. I was thinking about doing like a little care package. So rather than like something themed, like I know that we've just gotten out of January and everybody's slightly depressed about it. So maybe like, you know, a few little like tea bags, a few little like mindfulness things. We'll see. I'll have a scout around, but that's the next best thing to look forward to for our Patreons. All you get would be is Bruce Campbell going. All you get would be is Bruce Campbell going in the car and the abominable vessel. Jesus Christ. Neil would kill us. I feel like if we just stormed the stage and decided to do a children's book, Neil would literally like bar me from For the Love of Horror. Can you imagine if it was just like the Evil Dead cast and I just booted them off stage? And
well, they did have the Squid Game cast.
Who would you prefer to see? The Squid Game reality show cast talk about their TV show, or us do a
and how fake it is?
Read of Goodnight Baphomet. What would you prefer? Marcus is insanely happy. He keeps saying, wow, that's amazing. Oh, bless him. I have got him on my Instagram, so I do need to get in touch with him. He stopped me in Nick's line and he said, if anyone stops me about guess, I'm going to fight the poor man. Oh, gosh. Yeah, that's...
Yeah. For the Love of Horror, he didn't even eat.
No, he didn't.
We told him off when we saw him at
I gave him a massage. I gave Neil a massage because I was like, you need to relax, my love. You need to calm down.
He's a good one. So and Ben.
He is. They are incredible, and we're really hoping that the horror convention, what am I saying? Yeah, we're really hoping that on the podcast that we can get Neil and Ben along with us for the ride. I'm going to become a Patreon as soon as I possibly can when I get paid. Honestly, Grace, don't stress about it. Like, money at the moment is
tight for everyone.
Tight for everybody. So if you can't pay for it, thing is, we've got 3 tiers. What is that?
It's a little dog.
It's a yelling crocodile. Aidan, what's going on now? Aiden's like our like cool guy correspondent. What's going on? What does that mean? Yeah, so we've got a layered Patreon. Tiered, thank you. So we've got...
Well, I was going to say it's not a cake, but still is.
It's the Loucifer cake. So we've got a £1 tier, we've got a £3 tier, and then we've got a £5 tier. Obviously, like the £5 tier, you get a lot more perks for it. So, for example, the £5 tier guys have recently been able to see the behind the scenes of the podcast. So they've been able to do that. I finally paid off my Florida. So I'm free. Not really, but freedom. Jesus. Just the thought of paying for a holiday in Florida unnerves me. You know, that's a lot of money, but I'm really happy that that's been sorted out for you, Kyle.
I'm paying off download.
Yeah, you are paying off download. But it's not as bad as we usually do with...
R.I.P.
R.I.P. I cried for 2 days, as you should.
It's all right, we've got a wedding to pay off.
It's fine. It's fine. Listen, at least you're not getting a massively expensive dress.
No, I'm making my suit.
I'll be glad when the guest prices for autos and photos are up for the love of horror. They're taking a long while, as I know most of the guests are from same agent, which I think is Sean Clark. Yes, that's right, Chris.
At least 50% of the guests are all with Sean Clark.
We got some really good advice. We need to start the movie soon. We got some really good advice from Sean, because a lot of people want... I'm not going there. Gareth's saving up to purchase, but I can't say anymore because she may be lurking in the chat.
Is this something that we now know?
I love it. I love it all. Kyle, I want you to message me privately and tell me if that's what I think it is. Okay. What was I saying?
So,
yes, so
Sean Clark.
A lot of people actually want us to go and do movie locations, which is fine. A lot of the locations that we would be filming would be in London.
Yeah.
And we said to him, Jesus, we said to him, sorry, I'm looking at my phone like I'm looking at a menu at 3 o'clock in the morning after I've had a few bevs. He said to us, if you're going to film in locations, plead ignorance. So if people try and stop you, just plead ignorance. Now, because I have horrendous anxiety,
I will be doing all of the talking.
I can't do that. I have a disability, so I can't do that. Sorry, I don't know what that was. Also, I'm honoured to be your cool guy correspondent, personal comedian. So we're not reading the rest of that comment. Sean is a really nice guy. When we spoke to him, had a selfie straight with him after the Q&A. Oh, that's lovely, Chris. He's a really nice guy.
Nice, yeah.
A really nice guy. We'd love to eventually maybe get him on the podcast or have, like, you know, chats with him. That'd be cool. I shall, but possibly by real reaction. You've guessed it.
You need to have a poker face on. Maddie might be here.
Don't know what you're talking about. Right, we need to play the movie. Guys, you're distracting us. You do it all the time, and I don't know why I've got this thread. Anyway,
my battle jacket's done.
Tonight, 5 Nights at Freddy's. We are on the ready to go. We're on the scroll. We're on the world.
I basically started it but paused it.
You basically started it. So, okay. Are we ready? Jesus. I've literally eaten fish and onion rings. Don't do it. Oh, God.
You should have taken the onion rings to work. Burp over the guests.
Right. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, guys, that residue is disgusting. And I've just drank tea with it as well. Do you know what? I'm so sorry if this is putting you guys off. It's...
So that meet and greet, yeah? No one's going to want to come now.
No, because are like, oh, Lou's breath smells like onion rings and Aldi fish.
What are you trying to say about my cooking with
No,
the fish?
no. It's nothing to do with you. I've just had an amalgamation of really smelly fish. You know that episode of SpongeBob? You know that episode where he's meant to have like a sundae, like an ice cream, but he hasn't got a sundae, so he has to make his own. And he makes it out of like cat food and onions and just really smelly stuff. No?
No.
Does anybody else remember that episode? Please tell me you remember that episode.
No, we don't have snacks or drinks, but I can go get some custard cream.
I have a cup of tea. You gave me the ugly. That's it. That's the one. And SpongeBob thinks that because his breath smells and people run away from him, that he's ugly, and he calls it "you gave me the ugly."
Sorry, you're spilling tea all over
No,
yourself.
I'm not. It's fine. It's fine. I'm sorry, guys. I'm awful. If there was a Terrifier bit of you should get different Patreons just to scream. Thank you, Chris, for changing the subject. We will be there till 10 at this. Yes, we will. At this rate, I'm an old lady now. I can't be up late anymore.
You're not in work tomorrow.
I need my beauty sleep. Is going on Loucifer household right now. Jesus. I've got 5 Nights at Freddy's. It's the place where I want to be unless Lou's live is on. Actually, So, I'm sorry. I'm laughing because if you watch 5 Nights at Freddy's with the subtitles on, and you hear Foxy doing his little like dum dum, doing the Peppa Pig song. It says that Foxy begins scatting, and it's the funniest thing.
Well, you think it's funny. It's actually the truth.
Yeah, but I'm an idiot. I think stupid things are funny. Right, I need to read these comments. You're putting me off now.
I'm making sure you don't spill your tea all over your laptop.
You. Well, they're fine. We're fine. Actually peeing myself. The pure disgust on your face. It's gone now. It's fine. See, Gareth, it's not funny with the cooking. I still haven't got the potato thing lived down. He's a scat man. Sorry. Promise I'm not stealing the custards. Oh, custard creams for the win. I know. I'm dying for custards. Not right now. Oh, I'm sorry. All right then. Right, you're stuck with me now, guys. Hello.
Watch out with that.
We're fine, aren't we? Right. You gave me the ugly. Hilarious. Can't go wrong with a good chalky bourbon. I disagree. I don't like bourbons.
Bourbons are god tier.
Anyway, what on God's green earth is happening on the Loucifer household right now? The ADHD is running rampant through Lou's veins. Gareth looks like he's wishing he had some custard creams now. I want some. I feel like we need to... Thank you. I feel like we need to get Loucifer branded custard creams. How would that look? Foxy singing Scatman in the bonus features. It's worse if you fart after a curry. We don't talk about that, do we, babe?
You didn't have the curry. You just had mango chutney and it set you off.
So I'm going to tell you a story now. Loving the Funko Pop wall? Yeah, we've got loads. We've got an unhealthy amount. I'll take you on a tour. So we got Black Phillip, Foxy the Pirate, David S. Pumpkins for you. Who else have we got?
David Pumpkins is great.
We've got Spider-Man, Deadpool, Winter Soldier, Captain America, a couple of the Nightlights, Toothless, Remus Lupin in his werewolf form, Alien, Billy, the Vulture, Dancing Groot, Deadpool, Grinning Ultron, Ant-Man, Yellow Jacket, Iron Man, Doctor Strange.
We've got a lot. We've got many.
What's the rarest pop vinyl you have, and how much does he go for?
Check.
He's got an Ace Ventura pop vinyl, and it fetches...
Well, the prices have changed.
I'll be devastated. Our kids are going to be minted when we die. Right. I hope to Satan that wall doesn't come down. You don't want Foxy's box taking your eye out. I mean, what a way to go. How did this person die? They got murdered by a wall of Funko Pops.
So Ace Ventura is now worth 165. But Daniel Bryan, which is upstairs, 438.
I'd love to get a Michael Myers part. They are very expensive to buy, though. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that.
They're vaulted, that's why.
Does that mean...
The one we've got is the original. And they don't do it anymore.
Jesus. Would you ever get him signed?
No.
No, you wouldn't get him signed.
No.
I have the full Shining Funko collection. See, I wanted to start the Shining collection, but then I just never got around to it. I also have a signed Boba Fett by the original actor before he died. Oh, that's so cool.
Jeremy Bullock.
Thank you. There we go. I watched did we watch it together? We watched the mini documentary about him.
Yeah.
That was really interesting. I always buy my Funkos off Vinted. They are so cheap. I love it. I got a Brian Griffin one for £3.50 when it's worth about £50. Not as impressive as Gareth, but pretty still.
That's a good bargain, though.
Yes. No, Chris, that's a good idea. I don't know if you've ever used Vinted before, but if you try Vinted, they might have a Michael Myers that's going for cheap, because some people put them up and they genuinely don't know how much they are. So, yeah. Hello, I'm at work, and 1% just wanted to say hi. Hello, Madison. Hello, my darling. I hope you are having a wonderful time at work. I know who it is. I just like her name. I hope you're having a wonderful time at work, my darling.
Not, that's okay.
Remember, what's your Vinted? Mentioned it. Jesus Christ, Grace. All right. Yes, I did mention my Vinted, and I'm not going to lie, my darling. I'm going to real talk you here, and then I'm going to sweet talk you. Sorry. So, sorry, Matthew Lillard. So, my Vinted, right, is a dark place right now, and I'll tell you for why. Because work has literally ran me through a bramble bush backwards, then beat me about the head aggressively with a baseball bat. So as soon as I've come home from work, I've literally gone straight to bed.
Pretty much like Mike Schmidt beating up a person in a fountain.
Pretty much. I feel like Mike Schmidt right now. So here's what's going to happen. Tomorrow, I'm going to sort out my Vinted, and then I'll post it up on my socials. So then you can have a browse on that. But so far, I'm not going to lie, I've got a lot that's going on it. There's loads that I'm getting rid of. Yeah, so that's the situation with Vinted. I think it's very much a case of now when I have mystery boxes, if I just don't like what I'm getting, I'm just going to put it straight on Vinted. Because there's no point in keeping it around. Oh my God, there's so many comments. Lucy's here. Got it. Lips are sealed. I wouldn't like to get a pop vinyl signed only, some movie posters, maybe a box set or 8x10s, all depends who the guests are, really. Yeah, I completely agree. Like, some people prefer...
I'm 8x10s all the way.
Well, you prefer 8x10s, don't you? So it's down to the individual, I think.
My reasoning for the 8x10s being signed is that if I was to get a poster signed, I'd have to then get special glass. So if we were to put it up, it doesn't fade. Like, we've got an autograph from Terrorizer, YouTuber, and the actual autograph's faded to hell.
Oh my God, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. Whereas the ones that I've got in my folders, which I was looking through today, I need a new folder for my horror ones.
Duly noted. Lou and Gareth signed posters.
Maybe. We were talking about this the other day.
I don't know what you're talking about, Kyle.
Well, actually, going back to what Kyle was saying, excuse me.
Hello. Oh, he beats me.
I don't. Because he asked.
Sorry.
Because Kyle asked.
Oh, sorry. Yes, of course.
Why don't we do it now? Well, we'll do a little one now.
We'll do a little one now if you want. And then
Yeah.
what I'm going to do is, because it is going into festival season, I am actually going to do a how to make your own battle jacket video.
Yeah. So there's the back. So I put the 3 favourites.
You mean I've put the 3 favourites?
Yeah, I don't know how to sew.
No. Right. Let's take that back, shall we? You know how to sew.
I don't.
I've taught you how to sew. What happened?
I was rubbish. I was rubbish at it. But yes, so we've got on the back, Ice Nine Kills, Ghost, Creeper, and then I'm going to add potentially Avatar down the bottom.
Yeah, all right then. That's fine. The custard creams are attacking me. When we sold a few of our Funkos on Vinted to save for our wedding, a very, very kind stranger messaged me to say one of the Funkos we're selling was actually worth £400. Jesus. I think my problem with it is people nowadays don't want to pay the price.
Some do.
Some do.
But they're like your die-hard collectors, and they're a few
but the main average Joe doesn't. If you want, because I've got quite a few decent things in my bag of things I want to get rid of. Tomorrow, I can put the stuff up on the Loucifer group and you can have a look through it first. If any of you guys see something you want, I'll do it at a lower price. And then all the stuff that isn't sold, I'll put it up on Vinted because I feel like you guys would appreciate it more than most. I'd just start. Oh my gosh. I saw a tankard. I'd just start smacking people with that tankard blue. Is that the one you saw in the picture on Instagram? Because that was... yeah, I don't want to see those tankards again for a very long time. Lou and Gareth signed photos. Yeah, being barged through a bamboo bush backwards and battered and bruised by a baseball bat. Say that 5 times fast. Not even Dr. Zeus could do that. I couldn't do that, and I'm a freaking actor. But I just accidentally leaked something without intention. I did nothing. Wild accusation, Lou. Why? What have I done now? Who am I blaming now? What's going on?
A while ago. This is before I picked this up.
Yes. I was speaking to Maddie the other day and we made an elaborate plan to steal your ghost patches. I haven't picked mine up. Oh, an elaborate plan to steal your ghost patches. I haven't picked mine up for maybe over a year and I can't sew myself. Maddie doesn't trust me with a needle. I'd love to have a Halloween Michael Myers zip-up hoodie. I know Hallon shirts don't do them. Has asked them about it.
You can easily you can find them anywhere though.
Mind you, have Ghost Funko with only 18, but they got me with shipping. Oh, Jesus. Shipping's the worst.
Yeah. Oh, what was that site? That Australian one.
Oh God. It's an Australian Funko site and it's really good.
That the shipping is dirt cheap. That's where I got my Papa.
Oh, what is it? It's like Whacker. No. I'll find it out for you. Cat stepped on my brain. That's fine.
Kyle, if you were to try and steal my ghost patches, I'm stealing your Papa Emeritus 4 autograph.
I mean, if you don't want to sew your patches on and we see you again soon, you are more than welcome to send your jacket over with your patches and I will do them for you. You know, I like sewing patches on. Not the ones with the plastic, the really thick plastic on the back, because they really hurt my fingers. But yeah.
Then I got this side.
Yeah.
Back when we go back on track now.
Yeah. Sorry.
That side there. And Yeah. And then this side here. So,
You're doing great, sweetie.
yeah. So there's plenty of space for more.
This is some of my best work. My battle jacket looks like an absolute mess compared to yours.
Taking this away so you don't hurt.
Be careful what you say about that. My battle jacket is a proper battle jacket.
I got you a pin badge that you lost it down.
There's going to be murder in this house before the night's over. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. He'll have me shot one day. You know, I would literally commit. I would literally commit murder and tell you, like, please don't tell anybody. And then you'll tell everybody. Yeah, and then I'll end up going to prison, and you'll be like, I wonder how that happened.
I'll come back. Just a cream on the floor.
Welcome back. I've been caught out, and thank you very much, Lou. No worries. Reasonable trade. I forgot all about that auto.
Didn't you see on their story?
What?
They have a Papa Emeritus 4 autograph. I mean, we've got it, but it's on a little tiny.
Yeah, it's only little though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Also, question: how do you eat your custard creams? Are you
not like that?
What?
I don't know.
Mom, you take it apart. You eat one. You scrape off the cream, and then you eat the other one.
Nah, down in one. Bourbons you have to bite in half.
What? Because they're long?
Yeah.
I don't like bourbons.
Bourbons take 2 bites.
What else is going on?
Well, Matthew Lillard's on the phone.
Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is in the works.
Supposedly starting filming July 1st.
I'm really excited. Elvis Presley once said, "You ain't nothing but a house on coronavirus."
Or was that? Actually, that was a cover.
I submerged my bourbon in milk. Milk does not make a bourbon.
Elvis Presley doing that, that's a cover. It's not an original.
It is, it's true. Mama something, I can't remember. So, what are we thinking about the future Universal Studios park?
Interesting.
The real question is, how do you make... Oh, no.
I don't drink tea.
So, Kyle, you're asking a very, very dangerous question here, and I'll tell you for why. So, a lot of people have basically confirmed that my tea is an actual tea, more like hot milk with like a slight dash of tea, okay? So, my tea is like anemic, right? So, I, as a psycho, put the tea bag in first, put my sweeteners or my sugar or whatever, then I put the milk in, and then I put the hot water in. And that's not the right way, apparently. So
you also have a lot of herbal teas.
I do have a lot of herbal teas, and I have Earl Grey as well because I'm bougie. I am. It's true. It's true.
And I just have my apple and blackcurrant juice. Occasionally summer fruit.
He doesn't drink. He doesn't drink fizzy drinks. Doesn't drink
alcohol.
I don't know how to respond to that, Lou. As you shouldn't.
Papa Hoyland. Yay!
We love you, Lou. Just not how you have your tea. But I exclaim, I never said he originally said it, and have in fact said, so my fact remains valid. I never fucking biscuit.
And that was present for the whole world to see.
Listen, I'm a flawed individual, all right? And that's what people like about us. We're honest people. I don't claim to hide behind a facade. You come...
Boris Johnson claimed he was an honest person. And
you
look at him.
come to these live streams. I am literally in my sleep clothes right now.
Kyle's put it perfect.
That was karma for your tea heresy. People say that I'm a hate crime against tea.
And a lot of them are our closest friends.
Yeah, guys, what the hell?
Yeah,
Fun fact.
Paul.
Bojo likes rhubarb. Well, that's why he's an idiot, because rhubarb is the devil.
I used to like rhubarb yogurt. When I was a kid, I used to love rhubarb yogurt.
And you call me out for my tea? That ain't right. That's nasty.
My grandparents used to grow their own rhubarb.
Yeah, there you go. There it is. It's like an old person's yogurt. A rhubarb yogurt.
Well, then I found the Cadbury's pots with the corners.
Hidden at the back. Like, you can't have these.
Oh, no. It was a few years later.
Anyway, I digress. Look, we haven't even watched most of the film.
I've watched more than you.
This happens all the time. So Gareth will literally watch the movie and I'll just be sat here like, so guys, how are we doing? I was going to admit to something that would make your tea be forgiven, but we ain't going to go there. Originally said, give me a sec. Aiden's doing a thing. Aiden, hang on, guys. Aiden's loading.
I can hear the dial-up.
Don't read it. I give up. You're doing great, sweetie. You're doing great. It's fine. It's all fine. So what we were saying was Universal Studios is from the grapevine coming to the UK. And we will endeavour, once it comes to the UK, to
work there.
Well, yeah, to be up there as much as possible so we can get full coverage on that. Aiden rebooted. It's all right, guys. We're fine. Paul dips sticks of rhubarb into a bowl of sugar and eats it. How old manish is that? Look.
Well, I know what I'm getting Paul as a groomsman present then.
We're not here to discuss people's food preferences and judge them.
Although cookies dipped in Pepsi. Kyle, get out of this chat now.
That's as bad as dipping your Mackey's fries into a milkshake.
Oh, God, why would you do that?
People do it, and they say it's amazing.
The salt content alone.
I'm not the person that's doing it, okay?
They sound American.
No, people do it here.
Why would they? Why?
Have you not heard people saying,
no?
You hooligans, it's amazing. See, look, there's one of them right now.
No, he's on about the cookies and Pepsi.
Oh, I thought, Kyle, do you mean the cookies and Pepsi, or do you mean the Mackey's milkshake and the fries? I'm telling you now, people say it.
Anyway, Universal.
Yes, I'm talking about both. I have a messed up palate. Yes, you do. God, that makes me sick.
But Halloween Horror Nights potentially coming to the UK.
We're going to do the thing. I admit I have tried the Mackey's thing. See, there's another one. They're all coming out the woodwork now.
Grace, I am disappointed in you.
We were talking about you the other day. Oh, here we go. Big Boy Crudders originally said, that's all right, Mama. That's all right with you. That's all right, Mama. Just any way you do. Then Elvis covered it, so I'm not going to be caught out by Caravan Night last time. I just love how varied the conversations are at the moment. We're literally fighting about covers and food preferences. See, we're trying to be serious, like Universal Studios is coming and we're really excited for it and we'll be going to there regularly. And people are like, we don't want to talk about that. We want to talk about Mackey's milkshakes with fries and we want to talk about Elvis Presley covers.
Admittedly, the first one, you started it.
And I'll finish it. God, what a waste of Coke. That stuff's expensive nowadays, you know. Coke is expensive. Makes me sick. Has anybody actually watched this film before, or have we just talked through all the way through it?
Like the last films.
Like the last films. Yeah, but that's what we're here to do. We're here to have...
I mean, the watch-alongs of Grim Life Collective is mostly Michael talking. It's the pun.
Oh, I thought he was being serious. Listen, I've got no brain cells left. It's not my fault. I'm excited for it, and I bet you your souls it looks fine, and I have to deal with kids when I saw it in the cinema. Coca-Cola is getting pricey as well. Well, damn it is. I've got this to fiddle with. Who can say they've got a lament configuration to fiddle with?
You.
Yes, I
And
can.
people who have got a lament configuration to fiddle with. I'm not wrong.
AA milk. Thank you, Chris. So it's a joke, but I also was like, are you being Aiden, are you being serious? I do. Unplugged Duracell advert. Oh gosh. I don't know. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Let's ask the real questions here. Is everybody as emotionally unhinged as we were last time? Is anybody worse? Is anybody better? I know I'm worse. Dealing with having to do Feb half term as a pirate, and
You've lost the knack now, haven't you?
no, I haven't. Damn it. Harvey's going to come up at some point, and then he's going to be like, I told you couldn't do it.
You've got to go corners, apparently.
Mine don't open because I'm not worth it. Of course I'm not, Lou. My life couldn't be better. See, you can't do it now. You make me look bad in front of these fine people. And then you can't do it. It's just a theory.
R.I.P. Matt Pat.
All right, he's not dead. He's just not doing it anymore. I'm pretty much good, but had a mental breakdown in work today. That consisted of my manager testing my patience not to unleash my inner Patrick Bateman. Yeah, I feel like we're pretty much in an age where, you know, people just work us to the bone. I've literally said already that I wanted this year to be a year where I didn't give myself to work as much as I did last year, but it's already happening, and you feel bad for not doing it.
Think of the money.
I know, but I've got to think of the money, but I've also got to think about my mental well-being, because if it's a case of, you know,
well, I have spoken to you about this many times.
I know you have. No, I'm not choosing to ignore you at all. But it's just a case of just getting on with it at the moment and doing as much as we can for the wedding and trying to get that out. Not get it out of the way, but like work on it. So these fine people and me, sorry, you fine people and Aiden who licks batteries.
Right, Randy felt.
Go on.
No, because what Harvey said was he sort of got to count in threes.
My life's good, got a beautiful. What? What now?
What did your nan? Has your nan ever taught you not to speak with your mouth full?
She did, but then she thought it was adorable. Hi, Jack. Hello. My life's good. Got a beautiful girlfriend. Got a new job, so I can afford to provide her with food. Otherwise, she'll be cranky and mean to me. But that's what we do. We get mad. Done it?
No.
That's what we do. We literally barge into your life, act all innocent and unsus, and then as soon as we've got you and our little rat claws, that's it. It's game over. Oh my God, there's so much going on. Also, me and Maddie are patiently waiting for the wedding vlogs. You will get your first one next week.
News to me.
The Eclectic Wedding Fair.
Oh, yes, next week.
So you will get your first wedding vlog next week.
With a special guest.
Oh, yeah. We're going to be doing... I think we're going to be doing 2 separate vlogs.
Yeah, even though what we're going to be doing is going to be like 5 minutes long.
Yes. Think of the views. I did the same for when we met Papa.
True.
Yes, so we are going to do that thing for you guys. Whilst I was waiting for a bus yesterday, I had someone shouting at me that I was jumping the queue when I never did, and it got me that much. My anxiety set it off with the autism. Oh, bless you. I'm sorry to hear that, Chris. It's people suck. People literally suck, and when they don't understand, and when they either jump to conclusions or they make problems for you out of nothing, it really does suck. And you know, when you feel attacked by that, if you do particularly have anxiety, it just makes you feel horrendous. So I'm sorry. Been watching Ant and Dec. Jack, how dare you? I can't believe this. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Saturday night, we're contending with Ant and Dec.
We're better.
I mean, I'm not, and if I did, there is plenty of room to get on the bus. Yeah, people literally shove in front of me all the time, and it's very much been a case of I need to let go of this anger, otherwise I'm going to set the world on fire. I personally prefer to lick Duracell batteries as they are smoother.
Has anyone been watching Randy Feldface? Because he said about
he did. Kirsty, where are you guys up to on the FNAF movie? Paul just got out of the bath, so we're putting it on. Paul adores it and took his niece to see it in the cinema. I watched it for the first time last week. We are literally just as Mike has gone to the Dreamland
and been attacked by Foxy.
Yeah.
Vanessa's about to enter the scene.
Yeah, the worst character. Sorry. You two are finally watching Five Nights at Freddy's. I love the games. Yes, I started by playing the games, and obviously since then, you know, I've been obsessed, and waiting for this movie to come out has just been emotional. So actually going to see it and being able to watch it was something completely like, it was really exciting. I've got opinions about it. I've got massive opinions about it, but for the most part, I absolutely love the film. And I just thought, you know, it's a nice film to watch. I had a pretty good day. Got stuck in a lift, though. That was scary. Don't like that, Grace. Don't like that. Is one of my worst nightmares. I hate lifts.
I have to take instance about that.
Yeah, you do. You do. I feel your pain, Gareth. We need to send gifts. The murderous crazy man has spoken. I want chicken. I'm Batman. Car batteries hurt too much. They do. You're welcome, Kirsty. Also, Matthew Lillard's power in that kick. Like, how does Shaggy get the strength of a donkey to perform a kick that powerful? I really like him as William Afton. I think he's brilliant. It's really good casting. Done it?
Yeah.
There you go. Lovely. Different. Yeah. So the wedding vlogs, I'm trying to think how we're going to do that. I don't know whether it's going to be a case of I'm going to do a couple of DIY videos. I'm going to do a couple of videos about how to do a horror wedding on a budget. So far, we've done our save the dates. So far. And that cost us, what? How much was the paper that we put it on?
11 quid.
So that cost us 11 quid to do the save the dates. Whereas some people
and then obviously postage on top.
Yeah. But
costs.
People will like spend hundreds to make these things, and it's like, I'm not being funny or anything, but it's literally going to go in the bin. So, you know, why am I going to spend all that money? Oh my God, yes, it was one of the old ones where you have to shut 2 doors to get in. Oh no, don't like that. I really don't. After watching Final Destination, the bit with the lift, don't like it. Also, Final Destination, you know, the one with the escalator where they're going up like that's what they're called, isn't it? Escalators. And the kind of lid flips off it. That gave me nightmares because my mum, when she was little, her boot Well, she wasn't even little. Her boot, it got trapped in an escalator, and if she didn't take it off in time, it would have just gone. Like her foot would have just gone. So that was.
It wouldn't.
Oh, right, okay. Well, she probably said it to scare me, but it did. It did the job. But yeah. It's the animatronics. Why are we talking about batteries? Aiden has just lost his little mind, Chris. Don't worry about it. We love the Yellow Rabbit. Yes, we do. I really like him as the role, but every time I see him, I can't help but think of that scene in Scooby-Doo where he's saying, "Your mum eats cat poop."
You can't watch Scooby-Doo.
No, I can't.
It's too scary for you.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
I have heard of Final Destination, never watched it, but I'm very curious. So, if you don't like gore, depending on the movie, it's not one for you.
It gets a bit silly.
It does get a little bit silly. However, the premise of it is, if you don't mind spoilers, Jack, it's the concept of death. So there's like a massive incident at the start of the film, and because somebody has a premonition about it, they know that people are going to die in this situation, so they freak out, and by doing that they cause a bunch of people who should have died to basically bypass the event. So then death kind of hunts these people down, but does it in certain situations.
So death is not like a physical entity, but as in like more of a supernatural sort of thing?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
How did I open it? With sheer luck and determination.
Like the actual lament configuration, there is a knack to it. I do eventually want to own one where it's the disc. You can move the disc and it all just like shifts about. Final Destination is the reason that I can never use a sunbed. Don't use a sunbed. It's bad for you. The animatronics are out. Time to play. I love them. I love the animatronics so much. And the fact that they're done by the Jim Henson Company is amazing. Because where I work and where Gareth used to work, one of the shows we do is something called the Furchester Hotel, which is a spin-off series from Sesame Street. And the puppets were done by the Jim Henson Company. Obviously, our puppets weren't. They were done by a company called Rainbow. But they basically follow it. So it's just really cool to see that company being used.
Although, actually, Sesame Street's its own thing now. They split.
Yeah, it is.
The Henson Company.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys see the movie Tooth, but that scared me as a kid and kicked my fear off of the Tooth Fairy for a good while. Yes, heard of Tooth. Not sure. We might watch it at some point. I don't think we'll watch it as like a watch along, but I'm curious. I'm always up for a demonic Tooth Fairy. I'm losing hair. I can't open it. They should have gave Freddie. They should have given Freddie Kermit's voice. I'm a bit sore about that.
You freaked out in the cinema at that bit.
What? Which one?
Chica just walking past in the background.
I think if you played the games, particularly the first one, it does kind of give you a ooh, but I feel, and I agree with you to some degree. I feel like they make the characters a bit too lovable. Do you know what I mean? Aiden's having a moment. Right, Aiden. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna do the turn yourself off and on again situation. Oh, I love the cupcake. I really wanted to make like a birthday cake at one point of the cupcake, but I just don't know how I go about doing it. I think it'd be a fondant job.
Oh, yeah.
I could do that. Bite his face off. He looks a little bit like a sad Mick Foley. Question: if you was in Freddie, what animatronic do you think you would throw hands at and survive, but you can't pick the cupcake? See, I don't feel like I would throw hands with them because I love them too much. I really, really like all the animatronics. But if I had to choose an animatronic to like slap up,
Freddy.
you slap up Freddy.
Actually, no, Chica.
It would either be Chica or Bonnie for me. So probably Bonnie, because the first time I played the game, Bonnie was the one that scared the life out of me. And since then, I've never forgiven that rabbit. He's evil. He's demented. Aiden, have you been on the sauce, my love? It's all like this happy vibe, isn't it? That's what it is. People get like wappy off it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the time being, isn't it?
I was going to say that's pretty much it for the live stream.
Yeah, no, we're done now. We're done. I'd make Chica wish Bernard Matthews got to her instead. Does anybody remember that scandal with Bernard Matthews where they had to recall all the Bernard Matthews products because of bird flu?
There was salmonella on it.
Or something like that. That was a really weird time to be alive. Freddy Fazbear is the scariest animatronic. I don't trust him if I can't see him. I feel like a Freddy is very OP. I think he's very overpowered. But I also think he's like one of the most lovable ones. I don't know. I don't have problems with Freddy personally, but Foxy's always been my favourite. He will always be my favourite.
See, Freddy, he gets all the naming rights, but he does the least amount of work.
This is true. This is very,
he gets
very
everyone
true.
else to do the dirty work.
Oh, I like the goat. That's lovely.
Aiden's lost his mind.
Aiden has lost his mind. Screams in goat. Christ. I've still got custard creams. That's exciting. Yeah. I've got nothing.
No.
I've got nothing. I'm trying to think of what the next month's watch along. Foxy begins scatting. I'm trying to think of what the 3 options will be for next month's watch along. What you think? What you feeling?
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. All right.
That comes out next week.
All right then. So Thanksgiving.
Looking at the shelf. Let's go Wolfman, 2010 one.
Ooh. Okay. And what about the Thing?
I'm thinking if we save the Thing for Full of Horror.
Okay. All right then.
Aiden's
saying Halloween H2O. Just add water.
I haven't got that.
We haven't got that one. Apparently comes out next Saturday, but I won't get it till March 2nd from Amazon. Okay.
Yeah, it comes out on the 29th.
Of this month. Well, we won't be doing the live stream until towards the end of the month, Chris. So that'll give you plenty of time to be able to get Thanksgiving. So if we do pick Thanksgiving, don't worry about it. We'll make sure it's when everybody's been able to get it, if that makes sense. Okay, lovely. So Thanksgiving, okay. Wolfman 2010.
Ghost Stories.
Yeah, ghost stories. All right
Sinister.
Sinister. We'll do Sinister.
Is this the Bite of 87?
I might. It is the Bite of 87. I might not be going for the Love of Horror. Oh, why not? That's sad. Terrifier. We haven't done Terrifier yet, actually.
I haven't done the original Terrifier yet, no.
You guys. Okay, hear me out.
Boom.
It's feeding time for the giraffe.
You missed the...
Oh, I'm fully aware of what happens. So, Terrifier, Sinister, and Thanksgiving. Sound good? So then our Patreons have got an idea of what they are going to be doing. The hazard, because I haven't got money to buy tickets, they're near enough sold out.
Yeah, they've still got plenty.
Have they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just diamonds that they're selling out.
Yeah.
Just the diamond passes.
Never seen Sinister. Sinister is one of the best horror movies you will ever watch, and I will die on that hill.
Still got Black Phone upstairs in cellophane.
Yeah.
I got you that Christmas 2 years ago.
Anyway, we move. Yeah, Sinister is brilliant. The second one is also brilliant. It's very difficult to find a horror movie franchise where the first and second one are both pretty damn good. Obviously, the first one's better than the second one, but you know,
it's even rarer to find this film series with the second one better than the first.
Evil Dead,
Terrifier.
Yeah. They are 70% sold out for the weekend passes, and that's the one I get. Hopefully, they should still have some. Hopefully, they should still have some. I've watched Phantasm the other day and been really hooked with it. I, unfortunately, can't watch Phantasm. Yeah, that's pretty... I'm glad you're having a good time with it, though, Chris. So, also, love John Carpenter, but I've never seen The Thing.
You're missing out.
Somebody broke into Freddy's.
Don't speak to me, Kyle. I can only apologise. You should apologise. Terrible. You need to watch The Thing. It's incredible. The practical effects are horrendous. And not in a bad way, as in they are brilliant. They are so good. Welcome to hell, mother.
I can't find out the screen grab of him.
No. We're going to take it to For the Love of Horror? No, you're not.
It was going to be Childs. But it's like, I can't find a decent one. So I'm going to have to get it from there.
I'm either going to get him as Childs or Huskus.
I imagine you'll be getting Husk.
Yeah, but then I'm getting the rest of... Well, I don't know if I'm going to get the rest of the Thing cast.
No, because you'd only want Kurt Russell.
Yeah, that's true. Tried watching The Thing and fell asleep, but the thing is, haha, pun intended, I don't want to watch it and then like it and then go to For the Love of Horror and spend more money.
But that's the joy of these things.
I think that the thing with The Thing is, is
some of the cast are dead.
Well, yeah, not just that, but in regards to the film, you have to be awake for it.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those where you kind of have to think.
You have to pay attention.
Yeah. Seen a theory the other day that Husk is actually Dr. Facilia. Okay. I have to go and catch up with another stream now, but it's been nice talking to you two. Take care and see you next time. See you later, Jack.
Bye.
Bye. I really like, and I don't know if this is true, okay? So don't shoot the messenger. You can actually figure out who... so the thing with it is it imitates people. And you can actually tell who it's in.
Who the thing is.
Because the light, and apparently, like they did it purposely, the light is meant to not shine in their eyes. So the next time you watch it, or if you watch it for the first time, have a look in the infected's eyes and see if you can spot it. Did you guys enjoy the prequel of The Thing?
Too much CGI, or the CGI was terrible.
No. There was no point to it, and it was pretty dire. Gary said with the CGI.
I mean, if they decided to, because they made it was like My Bloody Valentine. They made the practical things, made practical effects, but they chose to go CGI.
It's cheaper.
what I admire about the prequel, though, is that it ties into why with the Icelandics there. It literally goes straight into the John Carpenter one.
I think I'd have more respect for it if it was practical.
Mm.
Have you guys ever watched Demons? Is that the 80s movie?
Dario Argento, I think.
Because there's more out about Demons 2 than there is Demons. Because I've been trying to find it, and for the life of me, I haven't been able to.
Is it Dario Argento?
I'd love to get Scott Ian and Bill Moseley. Hopefully, Ink get announced. I know.
I think it's becoming more unlikely.
But it's just frustrating because a lot of people have said and kind of promised that.
Well, a lot of these guys, like it took.
Hi, Mark. Hello. We're watching Five Nights at Freddy's and we're talking about The Thing.
Well, it's taken them 2 years to get this Thing reunion. These things take time.
Yeah. Yes, where they're running up the stairs, yellow eyes, scary to the point you cry. Yes. We need to watch that. I really want to watch Demons and the second one as well, because that's meant to be like, again, the practical effects are meant to be like,
isn't someone
really gnarly. Oh, okay. They've said, and I quote, no ink yet. If they get them, I'm going to cry. Hi guys. Ooh, The Thing, one of my favorite movies. Yeah, it's brilliant. We're trying to convince these guys like they need to give it a go because it's just good stuff. Good stuff.
Lamberto Bava.
Baba Lombard.
Produced by Dario Argento.
They've got 36 guests so far, and that's 95% according to what Neil has said. Yeah. So they've pretty much nearly gotten all of their guests.
But there's a reason why they've announced them so early. It's because there's a convention in the States running at the same time. And that's why the Scream cast aren't coming.
Right.
Because they're all at that one.
It was a Metal Fans post. All right. Okay. Lovely. Another movie, not horror, but Nick Castle was behind it. Major Pain, amazing and funny movie. That might be one for you.
Maybe.
Yeah. Because you literally worship the ground that Nick Castle walks upon, don't you?
Yes, I have met him. He was lovely.
It was a very wholesome moment. It's giving people more planning to do. Yeah. We're probably going to try to get to Spooky Empire when we hop over to the US. So if you need anything, I'm your guy. And trust me, Gareth, I was walked away crying. It was, we say this in every single live stream. Like, that is probably the happiest I've ever seen him. Ever. And that's even more so than probably when you asked me to marry. Wow, thanks. Lovely. Anyway, I'm still shaking from meeting him. Haha. Oh, bless you. Yeah, no, it's really exciting to see people meet guests that they've wanted to meet for a really long time. One of my favorite things at a convention, when we're not doing much, and if I'm like trying to catch my breath or I'm having a bit of a moment, is to concentrate on other people's like reactions to guests and being like, that's really special. Because
especially when the interactions with the kids.
Yeah. And also because when you're in the moment as well, you don't really imagine how, like, when you're meeting a guest, how that looks. But when you see other people doing it, it's just really special. And I think that's really nice. I have arthritis, Gareth, so I'll let you know if I can get back up after the plan, and I'll let you know the answer. Yes. It's emotional. It's all very emotional. Why is it always a blonde-haired, blue-eyed child? Why are they always shifty?
And why is it Luke Skywalker?
And why is it? Why Gamora? Why is Gamora?
Where did you get Luke Skywalker to Gamora?
Because I just did. I was nervous in meeting Nick Castle last year.
I was as well.
At least you did it, and like I really hope that was a good experience from what you were saying, Chris. Like that's really nice that you got to do it and for yourself as well. I'm really glad that everybody who wanted to do it got to do it. My dad was shaking for me and he couldn't have cared less. Oh, that's really sweet though. That's really lovely. Yeah, he was like, Nick Castle doesn't mean as much to me as he does to Gareth, but even I was like kind of taken aback a little bit. It was a lot. Curveball, just because I'm curious,
Favorite film which isn't horror themed?
Ooh.
Battle of Britain. I love my war films, and Battle of Britain is my favourite.
Damn, favourite film that isn't horror themed. What's my favourite film that isn't horror themed?
I don't know. It should be yours. You should know that.
Let me get back to you on that one. Meeting guests is one of the scariest things ever. It is, but Grace, you've done it and you do it continuously, and I'm forever proud of you for doing that. If I go to For the Love of Horror this year, I'll be on my own, so I'll be nervous wreck.
Just watch the vlogs, and they'll be able to. You'll be able to find out.
Yeah, exactly. But like, if you need us and we're not busy, and you need someone to talk you down, that's fine. Come and find us.
Yeah, because like this year, I've only got 10 guests at the moment.
I haven't got many.
But because you've got access, we'll split them. We're going to split them over the 2 days. So then we've got more time to chill.
I said to James G. Courtney, who's probably one of the baddest and coolest MFs, and he just looked at me. There was a point I pooped, and I thought, this is where I get smacked. But he laughed and thanked me. Oh,
James G. Courtney was amazing.
Back to the Future Part 1 for Aiden. Unfortunately, me and Mads missed The Lost Boys last year. Also, fun fact, only seen that movie twice. Oh, man, Lost Boys is brilliant. It's such a good movie. Trying to think, what is my favourite non-horror movie? You've literally like broken me, Kirsty.
Because Little Shop's classed as horror, isn't it?
Little Shop's classified as horror. What's a film that I go to, like a comfort film?
It's going to have to be a Disney, like Nightmare Before Christmas. Muppets Christmas Carol.
So, either I'm going to spitball a few, all right? My favourite princess movie is Beauty and the Beast. My favourite Disney movie is Nightmare Before Christmas. My favourite comedy movie of all time would have to be Ace Ventura 2. Oh. I've got 2 favourite Marvel movies. Winter Soldier and Werewolf by Night, because that's classified as a mini movie. Favourite Christmas movie is Muppets Christmas Carol. Favourite spy movie is Kingsman. I can't just pick one. I'm sorry. Favourite musical movie would have to be Little Shop of Horrors. I really hope that's helped. Like, I'm terrible with stuff like this.
Turning Red.
Paul said maybe Turning Red with the red panda. That's my second favourite Disney movie. No, my second favourite is Coco. My third favourite is Turning Red. God, this is stressful. I wish I could get access since I got autism and learning difficulties, but I know it's a long process. So with the Nimbus card, it actually, the process wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. So if you go with Nimbus, Chris, as long as you can provide evidence that you need extra assistance, doctor's note, anything like that, medical records, then you should be fine.
You can get it free through Monopoly, through Ticket Quarter. And then you've got the option to pay to get the extras. Which is what you did.
Yeah. I love it. I had to buy the album to listen to Tim Capello. Yeah, the Lost Boys album is insane. It's so good. Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, very, very good. Little Shop of Horrors is a horror film. Ain't no way, would never have guessed. I think a technicality is it's black comedy. That's what I'd say.
Like
Raiders of the Lost Ark, very good. Feed me Seymour. Paul said, yeah, Turning Red. Lou, thank you. Maddie doesn't like the Muppets Christmas Carol. You need to get the Muppets Christmas Carol in your life. It's so good. I got a doctor's letter and autism diagnosis, but letter. But no, it will count, Chris. It will. So I know with Pip that it can be very tedious and they're really hard on it. But with Nimbus, it's
different.
It's different. So give it a go and see what happens. Wallace and Gromit, Curse of the Were-Rabbit, and Shaun of the Dead. Very good. First horror movie ever watched.
Scream.
I have to think what order they did it in.
I was watching Scream whilst keeping the volume down so I didn't wake anyone else up while I was growing up.
My parents forced me to watch The Thing at the tender age of 6. And, never gone back. I've got the Lost Boys album on vinyl, and it may or may not have been signed by them all except Tim Capello, because he wasn't there. That's insane. That's awesome. A bit of Wensleydale Gromit. Don't tell me about Pip. They took my money off me, as apparently I can drive a car when I don't own a car. I've heard that Pip can be really shady, really crafty. Kyle, stop talking to me when I can't stick on. Yes, it's a running thing, isn't it? It is. Sorry, I got scared by the yellow rabbit. Damn you, William Afton. Curse of the Were-Rabbit. The ride at Blackpool is a horror in itself. Listen, that, as well as the Ghost Train, are the two best rides on Blackpool Pleasure Beach. And you can't convince me otherwise.
Changing how to access the ride soon.
God, I love that ride so much. Apart from the bit with Feathers McGraw in. Feathers McGraw really scares me. I classify Wrong Trousers as a horror movie. He's an evil little plasticine creature. I remember my dad forcing me to watch Halloween 4 and the bit where he sits up at the side of the bed to grab Jamie. Yeah, my dad did that to me. Hey, I ain't talking about you. I'm just mentioning you. It's all right, Mads. I've got you, my darling. Don't you worry. Yeah, because you were introduced to horror kind of a little bit later than I was, weren't you? But once you
I was just watching it on TV.
But once you got into it, you were like, I think I kind of got into horror at a very good time because this was when you could still watch movies online.
Why are you doing this? You should be murdering people.
Yeah, this is a bit of a strange moment in the movie. Yeah, so I ended up watching all sorts of things. I ended up watching Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Ice Cream Man with Clint Howard in, House, most of the House movies. I ended up watching some really gnarly stuff like Slither as well. That was a moment that was messed up.
Giant boob lady.
Well, she wasn't a giant boob lady. She
was on the Dead Meat Kill count. She's called a giant boob because she looks like a giant. Well, she does
look like a giant boob. My first horror movie was American Wealth. That is such a good first horror movie to get into. My mum tried me with American Wealth in London, and it was the scene. She probably didn't pick the best scene to introduce me, to be fair. And I told David Norton this. It was when David
So when he's running around
when
the
he's
zoo.
running, no, when he's running
Oh,
through
woods.
through the woods, and he gnaws the deer's head off, and because like I don't know. I don't care about people dying in movies. I couldn't care less about people dying in movies. But when animals die in movies, it just...
And then Twilight, I tried to replicate it.
Yeah. I just... Oh, no. It really messed me up. But I was still really young then, so they'd seen that I could kind of deal with the thing. I couldn't really. It was awful. It was an awful moment for me. And then Mum was like, "Hey, Lou, watch this." And it was bad. Child's Play started up my fears of dolls as kids. Child's Play is brilliant. Child's Play is a brilliant movie. It's the music score that I really like, but so I was introduced to Child's Play at school because kids used to go around talking about this doll called Chucky, and I didn't know what the origin of it was. So I asked my parents, and they showed me, and I was like, "Wow, this is wild," but I love it. I think my first horror movie that I watched was that Nose?
Nightmare on Elm Street.
No, I'm sorry. Chris, I can only apologise. Nightmare on Elm Street, very good movie to start with. I ended up watching Nightmare on Elm Street when my parents left me at home. Yeah, I thought you'd laugh at that. When my parents left me on my own, and I just ended up watching it. And they just came home and they were like, "Lou, so what you been up to?" "Oh, I don't know. I just got out of bed, got some Cheerios, and decided to watch Nightmare on Elm Street. How about you guys?"
And there was the run that scared you.
Yeah. Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one, is the scariest one. I firmly believe that. But then they just, I don't know, they just got a little bit silly after that, I think. They weren't anywhere near as serious. And then they tried remaking it, and that was one of the worst remakes I've ever seen. It was awful.
Nothing on the actor.
No. The actor.
Because the guy who played him is the same guy who played Rorschach in Watchmen.
The thing is, I never like to say that it's the actor's fault, because at the end of the day, an actor is given a script, given direction, and that's as far as it goes.
And then there's Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah.
He's a terrible actor.
Yeah. I recently found a gem in one of my local record shop. I found 4 by Huey Lewis and the News for £5. I had to pick up that.
This is hip to B square.
Yeah. I knew Chris Sarandon done the speaking parts of Jack, but never knew till after the con he also played the detective in Child's Play. He did. Yes. So originally it was Danny Elfman that was meant to do both the speaking and the singing parts of Jack Skellington.
But Danny can't
act. So that's when they brought in Chris Sarandon, because they sounded so similar and it just worked. But I know that Danny was really sour about it. Like, even after it had all done, he was still really sour about it. And Power of Love from Back to the Future. I like it. I do like it. It's just not one of my favourites. I've seen that Michael J. Fox has been getting out and about more often, though.
So
people have been asking if he could potentially do conventions.
He does conventions, mainly in the States.
If you could replace any horror movie villain with Matt Berry, who would it be?
It'd have to be a chatty one.
John Kramer.
No.
Yes, because can you imagine waking up in a dingy bathroom and then hearing Matt Berry over a screen going, "I want to play a game. Nando, I've been double-crossed by the devil." I'd have him change it to John Kramer. Go on.
I'm trying to think.
There is a series called The movies that made us on. Yes, I've seen this that made us on Netflix, which mentioned in their Nightmare Before Christmas episode. It tells how the movies were made and the hardships it went through. Tim Burton put his a war because the movie made him frustrated. Yeah, I was speaking about Tim Burton the other day, and don't you think it's bizarre that since he broke up with Helena Bonham Carter, that his movies have either been very lackluster or they've been very sparse. I found that very interesting.
Hannibal Lecter.
Go on, try. Do the line. A census once tried to test me.
A census taker once tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
That's brilliant.
This is how we speak in Tucson, Arizona.
Yeah.
I'm having an old friend for dinner.
I can't be dealing with your cheap sex potions. If you could sorry. If you could replace any villain with Morgan Freeman, who would it be? I can smell you. Oh no. Don't like that.
Candyman.
Yeah, all right then. Candyman.
Be my victim. Terrible. I can't do a Morgan Freeman.
That was quite good, actually. We should get Nandor as Freddy. Could you imagine? Could you imagine the vampires? I'm fine. Could you imagine the vampires from What We Do in the Shadows as
in Twilight?
Oh God! See, Kirsty's clapping you. Well done. Good job.
That was probably for the Matt Berry, not the Morgan Freeman.
Matt Berry he's not even a person, he's an entity. He's incredible. I love Matt Berry so much. And if they manage to get the cast of What We Do in the Shadows at a convention, I would lose my tiny little mind. Colin Robinson as Michael. Colin Robinson as Freddy Krueger. And whenever you have nightmares, it's just Colin Robinson stealing your soul. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's just talking to you.
I don't even have to say anything anymore. Working hard or hardly working.
Colin Robinson as Pazuzu.
Colin Robinson as Pazuzu. We need Jim Carrey as Michael Myers.
I love them both. No.
We need Mike Myers as Michael Myers.
Oh, hello there.
What are you doing in my Haddonfield?
What are you doing in my sister's room?
What? Alrighty then, as he's thrusting.
Stabbing Bob and pinning him over.
Alrighty then.
From Wishmaster.
Ozzy Osbourne needs to stop. He is not a well man. I have fat thumbs. I can't type. Same. Honestly, same. Where are we in the movie? Oh my God. I've just been engrossed. I'm keeping the vibes going. It's my job.
Essentially, they're about to kick the 7 shades of poo out of Mike in a minute.
As they should. Oh no! Work has been so bad today, so thank you. Aw. It's all right. We're gonna come to your work and we're gonna make it not so bad. Whether that involves violence or not is your choice.
I was gonna say, have you seen Supermarket Sweep? We're just gonna run around.
Yeah, all right. I'll do a supermarket sweep. Is that the game show where it's like you've got a certain amount of time to just go rioting around the supermarket and get as many things as you can?
Yeah.
All right, we'll do that. Set it on fire, I beg. We will. I'm not above violence. Maddie, you need to tell Lou and Gareth your tales of Sainsbury's. Oh, you work in Sainsbury's. Oh, I'm sorry, Maddie. It's not Every time we go into Sainsbury's, it just doesn't look like a fun place. It'd probably be Violence Lou. I've heard fight customers while she's been on the phone to me. It ain't pretty. Yeah, people can be horrendous.
So I thought of another one for Colin Robinson.
Go on.
Patrick Bateman.
Colin Robinson as Patrick Bateman from the first Psycho. Norman Bates, sorry. Colin Robinson as Norman. Oh, why, Gareth?
Why not?
Hey, Paul. Crack.
Doesn't even need to be. Hey, Paul. Thunk.
We're cursed.
Matt Berry is Jack Torrance.
Matt Berry as Jack Torrance. Yes, please. That movie would be 3 hours long. That movie, American Psycho, is already horrendously long. Do you guys not agree? Did we watch it together?
Yeah.
And I just thought, is this still going? Is this still going on?
Let's have a look at the runtime.
Foxy begins scatting. Dum 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 dum. I love Foxy. I think I will die on that hill. Foxy is brilliant. I space out usually. Yeah, I know. Like, I felt really bad because obviously, like, loads of people really enjoy American Psycho. And halfway through, I was like, God, this is a lot. Matt Berry as Pinhead. No tears. It's a waste of good suffering.
So, American Psycho is only just over an hour and a half.
Nah, it feels longer. It feels so much longer. I've just noticed I have kitchen nightmares on, so as anarchy unfolds, I can just hear Gordon screaming raw, "Where's the lamb sauce? I'm an idiot sandwich." I feel like I just if Gordon Ramsay even thought about breathing near me, I think I'd just cry. I don't think I could cope with that.
No.
Menu. I'd love to do a watch along of the Menu. I really angels to some, devil to others,
Demons to others.
demon to others. I'd really like to do a watch along to the Menu because I feel like everybody who works in customer service or who has ever had to deal with customers will all just like, you know, have a group mental breakdown about having to deal with stupid people. Not cool. My favorite today has been people at the end came to me for a prize. Fine, awesome, okay. But every time it was some kid's birthday, I'd be like, "Oh, congratulations for doing the challenge. You know, here's your prize." And they turn around and go, "It's their birthday," and I'd just be like, "What would you like me to do about that?"
This is why I miss being the torturer.
Oh, look, there is nothing else I have in this bag. This is all you're getting.
That's why I miss being the torturer in the dungeon.
Get me back in the dungeon.
It's their birthday. Does it look like I care? Moving on.
The thing is, and I think so obviously with Disney, I don't know if you guys know, watch along. Oh, chasm. Horror and metal can't get any better. Have we watched that?
Lords of Metal.
We've watched Lords of Metal.
Metal Lords. Sorry,
Metal Lords. We've watched Metal Lords. I've been trying to do the Nimbus disability card, and there is a lot of questions and can't even get no help on doing it. Yeah, it's not. It takes a while to do.
It's a long process, but you've just got to persevere with it.
Yeah. If you need help, like I think there's an option to ask for help. I'm not too sure,
there are
Chris.
YouTube tutorials as well.
Yeah. Ralph Fiennes, Matt Berry as him in the menu would be so great. I really love Ralph Fiennes. I really love Ralph Fiennes. Not as Voldemort because, you know, I wouldn't lower my standards. But Ralph Fiennes is Fiennes. Did you like that? Yeah, so going back to my previous point, I think the problem is a lot of people who go to places like Disney, they expect freebie after freebie after freebie after freebie. What, you're celebrating your first trip here, you're celebrating honeymoon, birthday, graduation, cat's birthday, being able to breathe. And, you know, people get a lot of freebies, but then they come to sort of like a UK theme park and they expect the same. And it's like, that's not the way it works, unfortunately. So I'll be celebrating my death there at this point. Yes. I dare you to write that on a badge. I dare you.
Happy Death Day.
Happy Death Day. Ralph Fiennes rocks totally. Yeah, he does. He absolutely does. In Red Dragon, he is brilliant as the Tooth Fairy killer. He
Schindler's
is
List.
Awesome. Schindler's List, he is horrendous. Like, obviously he's meant to be, but that's what makes him so good. Like, he's awful and you hate him. And that's the sign of a really good actor. There will be vids of me buying Mickey for my money back. Oh, please don't tell them we sent you or that we asked you to do this. I don't want Mickey Mouse coming after the channel.
You know, you can invite Mickey and Minnie to your wedding, and they'll send a reply saying, "Unfortunately, can't make it, but here's a signed card."
Yeah, all right. Remember that?
I really did try to get my own way. But it's too late now.
This moment, she's stupid. Right, I love it. There was just a sarcastic clap. Oh no! I'll be wearing your merch, Lou, so they know who I represent.
Unfortunately, you won't be able to wear Ice Nine Kills merch because Disney don't like Ice Nine Kills.
Well, the thing is, as well, because of our connotations, people might see the Loucifer merch as a problem. I had a Christian follow me the other day. I'm waiting. So
I'm sure there's people of many faiths and religions that already follow us.
Yeah, no, but his page was interesting. And I was like, I'm waiting. Any moment now, it's going to happen. Lou sends his regards as I'm beating him with a small world. Christ. Right, we've got eagles, we've got unicorns, we've got dancing, we've got clowns, and we've got our minds being blown. That sounds pretty fair. And Kirsty, to answer what you said, sometimes if we can get away with it, we do. We do.
It's mostly in the dungeon.
I've managed to get away with it over the half term, and fortunately, people have found it funny, but you got to be really careful with it.
Dungeon's the best place for it.
I got a message asking if I followed Jesus. My only reply was a bunch of random letters with a follow-up of Hail Satan. Running from my problems. That's fine, Chris. Just take your time with it. Yeah, so I don't know. It's a hard one because I feel like as the channel gets bigger, we are obviously going to attract that attention, and you know, it does have those connotations. So I think that that's going to be an interesting conversation we all need to have in the future. But honestly, don't forget me when you're famous. Aiden, I don't think I ever could if I tried. And I don't think we're ever going to get to that point. So don't worry about it.
What did Harvey say the other day?
I know. I think it's because my mental battery is currently being fried.
Well, you're off for 2 days now.
No, I'm not.
1 day.
You tell me that you need me.
Bonnie's face.
Bonnie's like, he's right there. He's right there. You know that bit when you've got a group of friends with you and it's like you try, oh, look over there, but don't make it obvious.
I love it if they can get the puppeteers at one of the conventions.
Some news just popped up that this year Halloween Horror Nights has The Conjuring.
Yes, I've seen that because James Wan's company and Blumhouse have come together.
Yeah.
It's the first time a Conjuring maze would be done on a Universal budget.
Do you got Discord? No. We haven't got Discord yet.
Got a Facebook group.
We've got a Facebook group. Alice, hello. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you. Have you been on here before, my darling? We don't have a Discord at the moment, but I think in the future, if people are up for it, then we might do a Discord. But I feel like we're going to need to get some people on board with that to monitor it for us, just because we're not Discord heavy. We don't, nothing on Discord. We never really done it. How do you find out about followers? I've just started my own channel. So, Mark, when you go on your channel page, it should show you. Also, there's an app you can get that joins onto your YouTube account. It's called YouTube Buddy. Or Tube Buddy. No, that's the standard with YouTube. It's called Tube Buddy, I think. And it shows you like your followers and your traffic and like how many people are watching and how many people are engaging. I'll double check that though, and I'll get back to you on that one. But that's exciting. It'll be exciting. Are you doing it with your business? Because that'd be really cool. Yeah, it takes a little bit of getting used to it, but you'll get the hang of it. But yeah, I think a Discord would be the next thing we tackle. But I think we're just trying to grow the Facebook page first, and then we'll see what happens with it. I can't believe we're nearly at the end. Ooh, I've got a horrible feeling that they're going to do a Five Nights at Freddy's maze this year. And I say a horrible feeling because we won't be going this year. I always come back to this chat. Very good. Very good. It's going to be interesting what happens with Springtrap in the second one. I'm going to go because I've got work in the morning. Toodle pip, you bunch of creeps. See you later, Aiden. It's been lovely chatting to you. Bye. Have a good time at work. My God, I'm dying. She's dying. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting what Springtrap looks like and what happens. Very interested. If you know your Five Nights at Freddy's lore, you'll have an idea of what's going to happen. But for people who don't, you've got a lot to look forward to. No excuses, Aiden. I'm in at 6. You're a strong.
Maddie's there now.
Yes. I love the fact that people are literally watching us at work or watching us on a work night and being like, no, I will stay until the bitter end. You are the people, the positive people that we want to surround ourselves with. Oh my gosh.
You need a drink.
I'm fine. I'm all right. My brain is just like, you can't do this anymore. Cool. Thanks. You're welcome, Mark. If you ever need any tips in regards to YouTube, I will try my best. There are some things that I'm still trying to get on. Yeah, I got a few videos up. I always do. I don't need coffee. I just need my daily dose of Loucifer live stream. I love that we are now your, like, instead of using caffeinated beverages, it's now us. And I have to take you, Kyle. Oh, bless you. I'm sorry. I love it when couples start talking to each other over our chat as well. I love that we're like a communication between people.
Especially when it goes like Paul and Kirsty, because we know that they're going to be sat next to each other.
Yeah. I just find it really funny. I miss ball pits.
You have to take you to a big soft play.
I'd love that. Can you imagine a Loucifer meetup in an adults-only soft play? That would be so unhinged. But I feel like... Oh, dear. Daddy. I nearly died. Kyle, what's happening?
You nearly died in a ball pit.
You nearly died in a ball pit? Majorly daddy. Maddie, that's why I need you here, because we can like daddy together. So Kyle is now going to tell us how he nearly died in a ball pit. Or not, if that's too much trauma, I ain't gonna force you. However, I feel like it'd be good content. Just saying.
Scream reference.
Matthew Lillard is #1 daddy in my opinion.
I just love the Scream reference where he just wipes the blade.
Drop the knife. I'm not kidding, Dad.
I don't like that. I don't like the fact that William Afton is not a Michael Schmidt's dad in the movies, because I feel like it really added some gravitas to it. However, I'm going to go a bit lore heavy now. So it was William Afton and it was Henry... I can't remember his second name.
Henry Emily.
Was that his name? Was it? So there's William and Henry, and they created the Five Nights at Freddy's brand. And William had his family. So it's Michael, the crying child, baby, and they basically all ended up having like horrible situations. I think in this, Michael is going to end up being Henry's son, because you don't hear much about his mum and dad, and that is what I think. Oh, here we go. Here's the tea. Here's the drama. I lost a toy in a wacky warehouse at Dover. Dove under to get it and nearly suffocated. I nearly met Jesus that day and then asked, Jesus. And then again, asked Mad and walking out. Kyle, that is... Was the toy worth it? Like, was it a decent toy, or was it just like... I don't know. Jesus. Do you have a favorite creepy place to go? I'm very excited to visit the Plague Village with you guys at some point. Anywhere else to stick on the bucket list of places to go?
Well, we've already been to My Haunted Hotel.
I would say the Halls of Justice in Nottingham.
Yeah.
Hello, Ash. Evening. I don't know why, Kyle, and I'm not just saying this. I had a feeling you were going to say something about Toy Story. That's really weird. I don't like that. So Eam is definitely a really good one, because you can feel like, me personally, Gareth not so much, you can feel the energy of it, and it's just not nice. The Halls of Justice in Nottingham, that is horrendous. The vibe is awful. We'll go there one day, Kirsty. I'm actually thinking when we do bridesmaids chats and business, we might actually end up going to Nottingham as a group, so we can go to Pit and Pendulum and then to the Halls of Justice. So that'll be cool. I really want to go to Cannock Chase. I'd love to go to Cannock Chase, that is where the black-eyed children are meant to be. When we were speaking to Harvey, he actually ended up going by the apartment where Dennis Nielsen was, and I'm very intrigued about it. Why'd you have to bring that up? I bet you found loads of bodies there. So here's the thing. Kirsty's a part of my friendship group, as is Ash, and we go out regularly together. So we ended up going to this place. We ended up going to Bakewell, right? And he said it. And so we ended up going to this park, right? And we were walking past this like lake, this river, whatever you want to call it. And me being the idiot I am, I let my thoughts leave my mouth sometimes, which sometimes isn't such a good thing. However, I proceeded to say, I wonder if they found any dead bodies around here. The guys then go, whoa, yeah, they have, and pointed to a wreath, like a remembrance wreath, because somebody had passed away there, and then promptly found another one. And I really wanted the world to like open up and swallow me whole, because Jesus Christ, why, Lou? So yeah, that's that story. Maddie wanted to bring crystals to Newsham, so I would have got it was one of them things where I just stared at her and thought, yep, I'm gonna die, and hence why I'll never go with her. Unless, in all fairness, I did the same, Lou. They took us apart where they kept old people, where they passed, and me being me said loudly, wow, it'd be so cool. Silence as a corpse. Jesus Christ. See, this is the thing. When you're an alternative person, this kind of stuff is normal to say. But then you do say it in a normal setting, and we're not bad people. We just say the wrong things sometimes. I mean, it's like when we went to London at the Christmas market and we went past Soho, and I turned to Gareth and went, oh my God, look, babe, this is where Dennis Nielsen picked his victims up from. Yeah. With a full street, busy. Everyone just stopped, looked at me, and it was, wow, Christmas spirit has immediately evaporated from this singular street in London. I just like spicing things up a little bit, you know? Language is the spice of life. I'm just adding a bit of peri-peri to it, you know?
You could have chosen a hotter spice.
Yeah, but I can't because I'm sensitive. It was the best thing. We love you for it. Thank you. I'm glad somebody does. I appreciate it. You're talking to a guy who laughed at a meme of Lars Ulrich.
You know who Lars
on
is?
a Mars bar. On a Mars bar, call it.
The drummer for Metallica.
Oh, God. Careful. You better not be making jokes and stuff about him because he'll ask you for money.
You'll send an invoice.
He will. Gosh. What a businessman. What a businessman. I can't believe I've missed pretty much all of this movie. That is hilarious. We love what we do. I like this bit, sorry.
It's Luke Skywalker.
It's Luke Skywalker. I love that they've just left him there to slowly die. Kyle knows. I cried when they started playing. I was so happy they got living tombstones.
And it's a living tombstone that do all the music for Husband Hotel.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I wish I wasn't this way.
You're not sorry.
I am, truly. This way you wanna be, I just don't get it.
My question is, how does Balloon Boy reach the...
Because Balloon Boy is an entity.
I said, read this up.
Do you want to hit stop? And that is Five Nights at Freddy's. We've done it. We've done it. Thank you so much for being here, guys. This is one of our most successful live streams, I think. I'd say so. Yeah, awesome. You haven't even watched it yet. Must watch it at some point. I went with you. Yes, Mark, honestly, Five Nights at Freddy's. Listen, it's not for everybody. And I get it. I get it 100%. And that's fine. But just for the craftsmanship of the puppets, of the animatronics, it's brilliant. It is absolutely brilliant. Oh my God, I think we've started an argument between Mads and Kyle. Has Been Hotel is brilliant. If you haven't seen Has Been Hotel, Jesus Christ, it's so good. Haven't played the games, but it does have a vibe. Yeah, honestly, Mark, you don't need to play the games, but it does kind of help a little bit. Even if you play the first game for a little bit, like it'll get you in the vibe of it. I'm really excited for the second one. I can't wait. Love to see how you've grown the channel and just look back at what you got on right now. P.S. Our cats are enjoying it too. I'm so glad. Yes, Ash, thank you so much for the message. I'm so sorry. There's just been a lot going on and I haven't been able to message a lot of people. Feb half term is nearly done now.
Well, it's done for you.
Well, it's done for me. So it should give me time to kind of get up to date with everything. As you guys know, working full time between the both of us, trying to run the channel. We're doing the podcast, the live streams, the standard YouTube videos. It's a lot. It is a lot. So you guys being here, like, that's really important to us. It's really special. There's nothing more disheartening than making something or doing something and there's not a lot of traction to it. So by having 7 or 8 of you here, like, that's really special. So thank you so much for that. And everybody who entered in the competition, thank you so much for that as well. I'm going to continuously start doing sales on the Teespring. So the Yeah, But Are They Hot Though series is officially out. Like, you can buy from that now. I'm going to get myself a hoodie, I think, either a hoodie or a t-shirt to kind of show what it looks like. But I will be sending out that t-shirt next week to Horror 666. So yeah, awesome. Right, let's have a look. What have we said? Lou, I'll send you a message about you know who, and I'll confirm it. I'm so glad. As I always say, the day starts better with a little bit of Lou and Gareth in our lives. Aww.
We try.
We just exist. We just literally exist. Thank you for doing these live streams. They are literally the best thing ever. Oh, don't worry. Lemon smash. Girls love Blue.
That's what Kirsty said.
No, wrong. Go back to Becky. Are we doing this now? FNAF characters, which were smash or pass for you both. So are we literally doing a smash or pass right now, Kirsty? Because that's what I'm hearing. Shall we do a smash or pass? Let's do a smash or pass to finish off.
Kyle's dreading it.
Oh no, do it. Balloon Boy is definitely a pass, you sicko.
He's literally a boy.
He is a literal boy.
Actually, hang on. These animatronics, they are children.
Well, let's just ignore the the elephant in the room. Do you know what? I'll say it. I'll go for it. Bonnie, pass. Chica, pass. Foxy, smash. Freddy, smash. Springtrap, smash.
I'm indifferent because you're more of the Five Nights at Freddy's.
He is
person.
indifferent. Monty. I would pass Monty.
But smash Roxanne.
I'd smash Roxanne. I'd smash Glam Rock Freddy. But at the same time, I wouldn't, because I feel like he'd look after me.
That is a fountain.
That is a fountain. What is that? Chica, I'd pass. I've got standards.
Mr. Hippo.
Mr. Hippo. I would pass. I would absolutely pass. The toy animatronics, pass. They don't even filter into this. The cleaning bots, obviously smash.
Take a map. Take a map. Free map.
Oh gosh. Yes, thank you for everything you do, Lou. Love you lots. You're especially helped this week. Oh, no worries, Jade. You've had a hard time. Just take your time. And that goes for all of yous. If you're having a hard time and people are telling you to get over it, you either need to ignore them or make sure nobody finds them, because you don't need that negativity. It's, if you're having a bad day, if you're having a hard time, that's okay. It's okay to have a sad day. I do it all the time. I wake up and I say, my brain has decided I'm sad today, and that's okay. Trying to explain that to people who haven't got mental health issues is a little bit harder, and it takes time to explain it. But once you get through to them, you know, people will either support you or they'll drift away. And the people who drift away are not the people you need in your life. We found that out, haven't we?
Yep.
Yeah. So what have we got coming up? What have we got to look forward to? Well, I'll tell you this. Next week, we've got the
Wedding fair.
The wedding fair, the eclectic wedding extravaganza. So we're going to that. Also, on that day, Paul literally shouting smash at everybody. Why did that not surprise me? We are also on that day meeting Bruce Dickinson,
the lead singer of Iron Maiden.
I'm very excited. So we're going to be vlogging that as well. We're also going to Creeper. That's exciting.
End of the month.
At the end of next month, I'm also doing a tattoo vlog. We're also thinking...
Oh, you're going to be sore during Creeper.
Yeah, I'm going to be horrendous, but, you know, I'm hardcore, so it's fine. We are also going to be doing a Instagram live. Now, before anybody comments, I'm going to, you know, say it now. So the Instagram live, I'm doing it with my tattoo artist, Becky. And her main following is on Instagram. So we're going to do it through her Instagram, okay? If you can't watch it, that's absolutely fine. I will film different bits and pieces for you guys so you can keep up with it. Please don't feel like you're missing out. You're not. Most of it is probably going to be my eyes like this because I'm getting my literal back tattooed. So you're probably not going to be able to see a lot of me anyway. You filthy animals. Yeah, so that's happening. Over the next couple of months, we're gonna be doing a photo shoot. So we're gonna be getting some new visuals for you guys. So whether that is set individual photos and then couple photos, and then whether that we turn those into 8x10s, and whether we start signing those
and sending them
out. Maybe. We'll see. So that's happening. I'll also be talking to Becky about the meet and greet as well. I'll purchase the entire stock. We'll make the photo shoot exceptionally sexy for you, Kyle. I will make it my mission. I think, what about a Loucifer calendar?
This isn't going to be like Calendar Girls, is it?
I'll get a nice frames, I promise. If you don't get those frames from the range, I don't want to know. Do it, but only with the demon consort. Is that the calendar? Ash, are you flirting with Gareth right now? Because if you are, fair play.
Just because he's in the groom's party.
Exactly. That's where I get them. Yes, the range. If people aren't putting our prints in frames from the range, I don't want to know. To the calendar, and hell yes, I'm flirting. Plastic spaceships, crap. We're past that now. We're not doing that anymore. That was a 2022 thing. Space crack.
They haven't brought anything new out. That's
Shocking. Disgusting. Anything else we've got coming up? Obviously, we'll have the live stream next month as well.
We consult the diary.
He's meant to be marrying me in is that 59 days? It's literally behind a love heart. 59 days and he's flirting with Gareth. I know. You just get used to it after a while, Jade. You just realise that you're the side piece and that's all you'll ever be.
Whitby Goth weekend in April.
Jade, it's all right. I'll flirt with you. Even a little lip bite as well. Yes. Whitby Goth weekend. We can do that thing.
Well, I've got the hotel booked.
Jade's winking at me. Yes.
I'll let you carry on flirting. I'm trying to tell you what we've got planned, and you're flirting.
And I'm listening. You've got the hotel booked.
Yes.
Yes, we can do that thing. Now I'm the side piece. Yeah, you are. I have got enough big energy. I'm fine. But yeah, we got a lot going on.
Yes.
We got a lot going on. So, right, we're going to leave you lovely folks to it. I know you're all having your moment. We're all excited. However, if we literally give all of ourselves to you right now, there won't be anything for the next live stream. I might do a live stream just hanging out. If you want that, please let me know. It might just be me.
While I'm at work.
While you're at work. So let me know if you'd like just a casual hangout. We might do that for an hour, or I might go live on Instagram. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. But awesome. Right then. So we hope you've had a good day. If not, that's okay. Always remember, tomorrow's a new day. See you later, guys. Bye.
Bye.